We are in the countdown. We have 5 seconds to go. Mervin looking to tee one up. Lets it go. That's blocked by Martinez, and there's a weak shot. Put on goal, easily scooped up by the keeper, Holland. And we have come to an end of the second overtime, and we're going to PKs, folks.
I've played soccer for 15 years. And over those 15 years, it has inspired, humbled, and frustrated me. Yet, I still believe that I wouldn't be half the person I am today without it.
Kohler, okay. This will be Justin Kohler out of Waterloo, Illinois. Kohler places the ball down on the dot. Whistle blows, Kohler attack.
But of course, in soccer, in every game there's a winner and there's a loser.
Save! Oh, Gonzalez
save.
goes to his left. Shot. He missed! He missed! He went wide to the keeper's right.
It's hard to describe what goes through your head when you blow a huge opportunity in a game. As a player, and a freshman at that, I felt like I had lost the World Cup final. And yeah, I can understand. On the outside looking in, everyone just thinks it's a D3 soccer game. Who cares? But I can tell you, every single person on or around our team knew it was more than that. For some guys, it was a chance to do something that hasn't been done in years at our school. For other guys, it was a chance to play the beautiful game one more time before they move on forever in their future and in their careers. And for everyone, it was an opportunity to make all the hard work of the past seasons worth it. But that's how soccer works. A couple of kicks, and it's all done. Heading into my sophomore year, I had a lot on my mind, but I decided I wanted to do something a little different. And that's what brings us to here.
I've been waiting all night for you to tell me that you need me, tell me that you want me. I've been waiting all night for you to tell me that you need me, tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me, tell me that you want me, tell me that you need me, tell me that you want me, tell me that you need me, tell me that you want me.
St. Louis, Missouri, home of the Arch, the gateway to the Midwest. A city perhaps known best for its sports teams, the St. Louis Cardinals, the 2019 Stanley Cup champion Blues, and home to an MLS team in 2022. But one team you probably never heard of lives just 15 minutes from downtown. Okay, I'm going to try my best to summarize how the season works and keep this short and sweet so this whole video isn't like 4 hours long. And trust me, I know I don't have the best voice for all these voiceovers, so it's probably best for everyone. For the 2019 season, our team scheduled 19 games, 10 non-conference games, and 9 conference games. Our conference, the SLIAC, or the St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, hosts 10 teams. It's set up so that every team plays every other team once, and at the end of the regular play, the 4 teams with the best record play in the conference tournament, and the winner of that gains an automatic bid to the NCAA National Tournament. We had 26 players rostered for the 2019 season, and in an effort to save time, I'll run through the list quickly to mention everyone. By the way, shout out to the boys. All of the guys on this team really make it what it is, and they're some of the best people I've ever met. With that being said, Matt Amick, Tavis Cameron, Isaac Pearson, Justin Kohler, Cameron Killian, Johnny McCarthy, Joaquin Soto, Edin Mehmetovic, Ben Aziz, Juan Garcia, Amon Mervin, Logan Takazawa, Matt Siriati, Hunter Olaso, Dylan Janin, Sebastian Soto Duarte, Colby Capp, Matt Huster, Justin Schmidt, Valentine Treehub, Tanner Haugen, Jarrett Gabriel, Hinak Mogus, Matt Coffey, Jacob Cleavorn, and Eli Smith. And our coaches Mike Siener, Josh Selmeyer, and David Cummins. One other thing I felt I should bring up is where our team had finished in the past seasons. It's been 8 years since our team has won a conference championship, and that's long before any of the players who are on the team now had ever arrived. In fact, our assistant coach was on the 2012 team that won the conference title. The seasons leading up to this year had been really promising. Before I came in 2017, that was whenever I was a senior in high school, the team went 12-4-4 and had the best defensive year in the history of the school, by far. In 2018, my freshman year, we had a record of 14-4-2. We went undefeated and held clean sheets the first 7 games of the season. Felt like everything was leading up to this year. And even from the last kicks of the 2018 season, which obviously all of you saw, all we could talk about was next year and that it's going to be our year. In my opinion, the season gives the teams in our conference 2 major roadblocks. And the first is gaining position to the top 4 in the conference. There's a lot of good teams, but there's only 4 spots that get into the tournament. And the second, obviously, is winning the tournament. Speaking of the tournament, you may have wondered how we did in the last 3 years. In 2016, we were knocked out by Spalding in the first round. In 2017, knocked out by Principia in the first round, in PKs. 2018, we were knocked out by Greenville in the first round, by PKs. It's a pattern everyone on our team is sick and tired of. So preseason started on August 17th and gave us a little under 2 weeks to prepare for our first home game against Monmouth College, a good opponent who we narrowly edged out 1-0 last year. Preseason is always an exciting time, and even though it's only about 2 weeks, with the influx of 6 new freshmen, everyone was ready. Our team scheduled one exhibition game at the beginning of the season against St. Charles Community College, and I looked around but I couldn't find the tapes for this game, which, as you guys will see further along in this, sometimes I just can't find the tapes, sometimes they're just not available. Most of it I have, but some of the games I couldn't get, but for the most part I have a decent amount of it. Anyways, we won 3-0 over St. Charles Community College with Joaquin, Colby, and Amon scoring. Oh, and Cam got a red. The streets won't forget. With our exhibition match done, we had finally arrived on what everybody had been waiting for, our first game. The day had finally arrived. It was August 30th, and our first game of the season. No better feeling than the first game of the season, especially on a Friday. On top of that, our opponent, Monmouth College, was a good team, one we'd only beaten 1-0 in the year before. Looking back, it probably should have been a red flag when half the team arrived late due to the highway being underwater. That's right, we had major thunderstorms that evening. As the team gathered in the locker room around 6 p.m., it was announced that the warm-up was being delayed by 20 minutes due to lightning. And then another 20 minutes. And then another. As we waited in the locker room anxiously, everyone's hopes began to dwindle, and by 8 p.m. the game was canceled. Luckily, our next game was only 3 days later, on Monday, September 2nd, Labor Day. Our game was against the University of Minnesota Morris, a group that had traveled roughly 11 hours to play us, and one we had beaten just 1-0 the year before. With that, we were finally ready for our first game of the season. Okay, the first thing I want to address is I know the quality isn't the best on this game. And a good thing is that as the season goes along, usually the quality gets a little better. We got some better cameras about like a third of the way through the season or so. So I know it's a little tough, but it's really not too bad. And especially for these non-conference games, I'm only going to be covering the highlights and like the little things. So it's not going to be nearly as in-depth as the conference games. But here we go. So we kick off at 2 p.m. on Labor Day, Monday, September 2nd. Minnesota with the first chance of the game. They're running down the field. The forward hits a shot. Good save by Amick. Batted down, and he beats the other forward to the ball. Benaziz cutting through the defense. Slots it out wide to Isaac. Isaac takes a shot. Goes a little bit over the net, but we're looking good. Isaac and Tanner with a nice 1-2 through to Hunter. Hunter's got the defender where he wants him, chips the ball in to Colby, who smacks it wide off the defender. Minnesota going forward, and I'm not too sure what we got going on here. Logan has it, fires it in, finds the defender, but it comes out to Sebastian, who hits it off the second touch, and it flies just past the post. Freshman Jarrett Gabriel pops up here. Jarrett fires it just past the post. And that pretty much does it for the first half. Not too crazy. And of course, don't know why this happened. Like I said, there's some technical difficulties sometimes. But, yep, the second half of the game was lost. All we have is the first half for some reason. I think our tech equipment failed or something. But what happened was we gained a PK in like the 83rd minute. And Joaquin scored it for the win. We held on for the rest of the game, and it was 1-0 final score. With the win against Minnesota Morris, our team was buzzing. We felt like we had started the season off on the right foot, and we were excited to head into the next week featuring two opponents. We had Rhodes College from Memphis at home on Friday night, and then we're hopping on a bus to Conway, Arkansas to play Hendrix on Sunday. But first, we had to take care of business at home. Also, I'm glad to say we actually have a whole game to show you this time. The footage didn't crap out in the middle, so here you go. Nothing better than Friday night soccer, in my opinion, and we had Rhodes under the lights here on Friday, September 6th. I remember it being very warm, and it definitely didn't get a whole lot cooler when the sun went down, but we get things kicked off in the first half. Our first real chance of the game is Tanner hits in a corner, and it falls to Isaac, who hits it near post, but the keeper collects it pretty calmly. Down on their end again, I have the ball. I hit it all the way over to Tanner, our right back, who chips the ball in nicely to Juan, who hits it far post, but the keeper makes a great save. Amon cutting up the defense on the right wing like a hot knife through butter. He hits it in. Nobody's there, but Dylan's able to collect it. Dylan with a nice 1-2 to Juan. Juan hits it over to me. I turn, lay it off to Isaac, and Isaac hits one just past the post, but a good shot. Down on our end now, and the Rhodes forward completely undercuts Cam on a chance. Referee doesn't like what he's seen. He hands out a little bit of mustard. Ball's up in our end now, and in a big mess of players. Coffee goes up for it, but it pops out to Rhodes' left back, I believe. He hits it, but he's off balance, and it goes way wide. Rhodes with a chance here on a counterattack. They get through, but Cam Killian shows us why he's back there, makes a great tackle, and we're able to clear it out just for a half chance on the outside of the box. Rhodes with a free kick on the half line. They chip it in. They're able to find an open head, but it goes just past the left post. Rhodes gets the ball near our 18. They try to chip it in for a good ball, but Schmidt's there with the extendo leg. Cam chips a nice ball in. It's headed out, but Amon is able to collect it, chests it down, slides around the defender, hits a half volley, but goes just over the bar. We're on the attack again. Amon gliding through the defenders, but one of them trips him up. Referee doesn't like it, hands out another yellow. Rhodes on the attack here, but Schmidt deals with it nicely, lays it back to Coffee. Coffee turns and finds Tanner. Tanner's able to turn and play a good ball forward to Isaac. Isaac chests it down, goes around the defender, taps it outside to Jarrett. Jarrett sees Isaac making the run, plays him through nicely. Isaac one-on-one with the keeper, taps it around him, makes it look easy, and we're up 1-0. I hit in a corner. It goes all the way over to somebody I can't tell who that is who tried to get it there, but I see Schmidt hits it and it goes just wide. Sorry guys, can't tell with the video quality. Gorlocks are moving forward here as Jarrett receives a pass, gets it through to Colby. Colby hits it, deflects off the defender. He gets his back to goal, hits it into Joaquin, who pushes it just past the keeper on a good shot attempt. Rhodes on it again here in our end, dribbling through. Somehow makes it through our defense, hits a good shot, but Coffee's there with safe hands. On our end again is Rhodes outside back, collects it and fires it in. They win the header, but safe hands from Coffee once again. Rhodes left wing attacking here. Cuts it back with Ronaldo chop, kicks it across the face of goal, but our defense is there to clear it out. They get it on the top of the box, scuff it. Easy hands for Coffee. Outside back finds the ball. He chips it into their center attacking mid, who somehow finds their forward onside with about a minute left, and he finishes near post. Looks like we're going to overtime. In overtime, Tanner gets the ball. He fires it in, pops out to Hunter. He hits it just past the post. Rhodes on the attack now as their outside back fires it forward. Getting onto a good ball between Schmidt and their forward. The forward's able to stick his foot in between our goalkeeper, but luckily he hits it just over. And that's all she wrote. An unfortunate last-minute goal led to a 1-1 draw against Rhodes College for our second game of the season. As a team, we were frustrated by the last-minute goal against Rhodes, but the season was still young, and with a 1-0-1 record, morale was still high. As we took off on the bus to Conway, Arkansas, which was roughly a 6-hour journey, to play Hendrix College, I thought it was also important to mention we have a tradition as a program. On the first long bus trip of the season, we make all the freshmen and first-year players sing a song of their choice over the bus intercom. Just felt I should mention that before you witness this horror show.
When I say I want it that way, but we get any more obvious. He was a punk, she a ballet. What more can I say? He wanted her, she'd never tell. Secretly she wanted him as well. All of her friends stuck up their nose. They've had a problem with baggy clothes. He was a skater boy, she said see you later boy. She wasn't good enough for her. She had a pretty face, but her flow that got the black hot, that's super hot. Give me my respect, give me my respect. I used to get laughed like every day. I moved through London with the Euro step. Oh yeah, okay.
Also, if you ever get the chance to go down to Conway, Arkansas, highly recommend Fat Daddy's. It's a really good food place, and you're able to draw on the tables, so you can make a lot of interesting drawings while you're eating. The next morning, we gathered in the lobby ready to head out and play Hendrix. And let me tell you, it was a warm one. Dry Arkansas heat, around 90 degrees. We knew it was going to be a long day. So we get it started here in the 40th minute. Shout out to Hendrix for having a board that actually shows the score. Hunter gets the ball in the middle, hits it, and it goes just wide. Good shot to start it off, though. Okay, once again, I apologize, guys, but I literally don't know what happened. The only access I have to this footage did not include their goal for some reason, and I'll just tell you, they got a PK off a counterattack. It was really unlucky, but they converted it. Like I said, I don't know why. I think this is the last time that in-game footage is missing, but I just wanted to let you guys know. Very frustrating when you're actually trying to go through the games. But anyway, you'll see it after this. The score will be 1-0 Hendrix. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know and clear all that up. Okay, we're down on their end again. Can't see who hits in the free kick, but it goes over. Keeper's got grease on his gloves, pops out twice, and goes over the bar somehow. Down on their end again, and we're applying some pressure. It comes out to Huster, who gets the ball. Crosses in a really good ball. I don't know if he was trying to hit it or not, but the header doesn't go our way, and Hendrix is able to get it. We throw it in. Johnny gets it on his chest, tries to turn around the defender, plays it in. He gets it again. I think that was a foul, but referee doesn't call it. Pops out to Schmidt. He finds Henny out on the wing. Henny's able to serve it in. Ball goes across the box, but the keeper's there with a good reaction save. Hendrix on the attack now as they go down the left wing. They cut it back, hit it, but Amyx got safe hands. And that'll round out the first half. Pretty uneventful. Anyway, Hendrix running down now. Schmidt's putting good pressure on him, forces an easy shot into Amyx's hands. We're on the attack now as Isaac gets in again. He cuts it back, finds Amon right at the top of the box. Amon fires it, keeper makes a good save. Juan finds Isaac, who taps it outside to Henny. Henny fires it over the top to Amon, and it goes just wide to find Colby, who hits it, but the keeper makes another great save. Another corner comes in. Hendrix is able to win it, but it pops out. Bit of a scramble. Colby hits it. Unlucky to get blocked, though. Amon's able to turn it back around for us, get a good turn. We're able to play Isaac in over the top. Keeper's there, though. Sweeper keeper Manuel Neuer. Service for us. So we serve it in. Pops out to Aziz. Aziz hits it. And then Amon's able to hit it again, but again, it doesn't go in. We're on the attack again as Hunter receives the ball in the middle of the field. He plays a great ball into Colby. Colby's one-on-one with the keeper, goes around him. He's looking for it. Pulls it back, gets in position, shoots, but goes just wide of the post. Just for us, I hit it in. Tavis gets a head on it. It pops out to Amon, who puts another one at the keeper, and somehow he saves it again. Good game from their keeper. Amon running down the wing here. He beats the defender. Plays it through. Header goes to Colby. Not able to finish, though. We throw the ball in. It goes to Isaac. Isaac turns around. Awesome. Comes to me, and I hit it. Very frustrating. Colby plays in Logan. Logan's able to fire a good ball up the field. Puts the keeper in a dangerous spot. Amon one-on-one with the keeper. Keeper again. Manuel Neuer, sweeper keeper. Free kick here. Got about 13 minutes left in the game. He serves it in. Isaac's able to get a head on it. Good hands from the keeper. We put good pressure on them. Keeper coughs it up. It's got to be a goal here. Plays it to Aziz in the middle of the field. He hits it. Keeper saves. We're not able to finish it. Henny plays a good ball into Isaac. Isaac's in another dangerous spot. Lays it back. Goes to Colby. Not able to finish, though. And with that, that's the end of the game. We lose 1-0. It was a lot of offensive chances we just couldn't convert, and it's as simple as that. Very frustrating. We all thought Rhodes was going to be a win, and it's not at all how we wanted to start the season. After a disappointing first week, we were back on the road again. This time heading only 2 hours away to Jacksonville, Illinois, to an amazing campus and home of the Illinois College Blue Boys. And we knew we had to make a change. We needed guys to start stepping up so we can put the past few games behind us and show everybody what we really can do this season. We all knew this was a chance to turn everything around.
For the people of America, stand up for the man next door. We are free in the land of America. We are going down like this. Come on now. Come on.
And we get things kicked off against Illinois College. And trust me, we all knew we needed this one bad. We get the first attacking chance of the game as Tanner hits in the corner. Keeper doesn't do much with it. Amon's able to turn around and get a good shot off, but somehow the keeper ends up with it in his hands. Another chance here is Illinois College clears it out. Tavis wins the header, heads it. The defender's trying to shield the ball, but I just run around him. I'm able to chip it in to Amon, and Amon's just not able to get enough of his foot around it. Close chance, though. About the 20th minute, Illinois College coming forward now. They play in a good ball behind our backs. Pops out. Coffey's able to clear it, but only as far as the attacking mid. He pops it up, hits the volley, puts it in the far corner. Remember seeing it was a really good volley, just kind of unlucky from our part. But we'll look to come back and do the best we can. We're on the counter now as Hunter wins the ball in the midfield. Plays Aziz, and he plays in a beautiful back heel to Siriati, but we're not able to put it together. Keeper comes out. Close one, though. We're looking good. Sebastian has the throw-in, and he finds Hunter. Hunter picks his head up, spots the ball, plays in a beautiful cross, and Huster's there to put her away. Great cross, great finish, and just what we needed before half. We're able to get another chance before the end of the first half, as Hunter's on the free kick again. Plays in a good ball. Aziz is there, puts a decent shot in at the net, but the keeper's there to collect it. And that's all the first half had. As we went into the second half, we had a lot of confidence. We felt good after putting one away late in the first half, but we knew there was still more to do. Good chance early in the second half as Amon plays in Ben Aziz. He cuts it back, hits a beautiful strike. It goes off the crossbar, and Amon hits the rebound, but that also misses. Still early in the second half as Joaquin's on the free kick. He plays in an awesome ball to Benaziz, who hits it, but unlucky, the keeper's there at the near post. Sebastian lays it off for Logan. He spins out. I'm running forward. He taps it through to me. I somehow get through a couple defenders. I catch up to it. I serve up a ball. Jarrett's able to put his head on it, but once again at the keeper. We're playing again as Aman's cutting through the defense. Great run. Hits it in. Pops up to Colby, but they're able to somehow, not even sure what happened, but they're able to keep it out of the net. A little bit later into the half now, 12 minutes left. Hunter's on the corner. He hits it in. Good ball. It's a bit of a scramble. Colby taps. Puts us up 2-1 over Illinois College. Just what we needed. And that'd pretty much do it. We held on. We knew we needed this one, so we held on for as long as we could at the end. Cleared it out, held our ground, and we were able to scrape by with a 2-1 win. And we were able to come out with a 2-1 win against Illinois College. And luckily, at the end of the game, I was able to catch up with a couple guys and see what their thoughts were as well.
Justin Schmidt!
Cut throat! How do you feel the game went today?
We had a great night out here in Jacksonville, Illinois. We came up 2-1. We went down 1-0 earlier in the first half, but then we came back, rallied, scored 2 goals, and we're just going to...
Enjoy the bus ride home.
What do we got, Cam? What do we got? What's the analysis?
That was a good play by us, but the analysis of that team is that
They were a great opponent.
Mr. Garcia out on injury.
Yeah.
Statistician, how do you feel about the game?
It was good. It felt weird being on the bench, but I'm glad to support my teammates and encourage them. They all did well. They pressed well. They worked hard to win the ball back, and we got 2 goals. We usually don't score, but it opened the floodgate today.
All right.
You live on campus still, though? You do, right?
Yeah.
Isaac, do you have any comments about the game?
I'm sorry, officer.
Yeah, it's right on the spot. I thought we played well. We were very vocal throughout the game. We played our hearts out. Second half, we came in, really smashed it through up there.
Coach hurt my feelings. He yelled at me from the sideline. I never want to play soccer ever again. No! Oh, shit. Oh, I feel like there's snakes all over my body.
With the win against Illinois College, it felt like we had some life in us again. It almost felt like we were back on track to accomplish what we set out to do this year. But before our next game, we were actually lucky enough to get invited to an STLFC game, which is St. Louis's USL soccer team, and that's the league directly below the MLS. They actually share their home field at Soccer Park in Fenton, Missouri with us, so I'm sure the field will look pretty familiar, just a couple more fans there. It was a chance for us to take a break and watch some of the best players in St. Louis play the beautiful game. How do you feel about the STLFC game tonight?
I'm excited.
You're excited?
We're gonna get that
How
done.
about you, even though you're probably not going?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a big game, for sure.
STLFC game.
Oh, yes, we are.
The boys.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him 2 lips like roses and clover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone. Don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Mr. Sandman.
Yes?
Bring us a dream. Give him a pair of eyes with a come hither gleam. Give him a lonely heart like Pagliacci, and lots of wavy hair like Lee.
After our last win, it felt like we were almost a new team.
like we were ready for anyone. And with our next couple games coming up, we're going to see if we really have what it takes.
Hey Ben, what's the day?
It's God day!
Shake for a shake. I'm throwing these Emirates in the sky. Spinning this assalamu alaikum. Peace to M-O-N-E-Y. I love my beaches, south beaches, surfboard and high tide. I can just roll up, cause I'm swole up. So that birthday cake get the Cobra. Bugatti for real, I'm Cobra. The autobiography rover. Got the key to my city, it's over. No thoughts, only in the color covers. I said rackets, wretches, hold up.
I said rackets, wretches, hold up. I know you came here to see. If you a freak, then you come on with me. I know what you came here to do. Now bust it open, let me see you get loose. It's going down for real. It's going down for real. And they already know me. It's going down further than famous. Girls get wetter than Katrina. You're my girl, you never seen it. Cause my tins by limousines. My touch say it's the Midas. We the plus, your man, a minus. My team blowing on that slam. Make you cough, that's bronchitis. Put your hands up. It's a stick up, no more makeup. Get that ass on the floor, ladies. Put your lipstick up. Double entendre, double entendre. While you hating, I get money. Then I double up tongues. I know you came here to see. If you a freak, then you come on with me. And I know what you came here to do. Now bust it open, let me see you get loose. It's going down for real. All good. It's going down for real.
It almost felt like we had righted our ship. We were on a 4-game win streak and playing good soccer while doing it. But we were still in for our biggest test of the season so far. WashU, or Washington University. They're only about 10 minutes away from our campus, but man, they're the real deal. They play in the best Division III men's soccer conference in the country, and had been part of the United Soccer Coaches Top 25 rankings for all of Division III men's soccer in the previous weeks. One thing was for certain. We had our work cut out for us if we wanted to keep this winning streak alive.
I won't laugh if you smile. Fabricated tales tend to take a while. I won't laugh if you smile. To each his own, that's my way, yeah. I got tattoos, so people think I'm cool. Oh, college, I'm better than school. Now you wonder why I wouldn't trade my life with you. Cause you hit the same keys from the same hook every afternoon. My angels looking down upon me from a great view. They got my back but they hate you. This all seems so crazy. I swear I never imagined this. Remember hitting dank in the 94 protege. Didn't think it happened as fast as this. But that was then and this is now. It's a different time and a different...
And we get things kicked off against WashU at home. Late night game. And trust me, we were ready for it. Oh, another thing I wanted to point out, I know it says 2-0 to WashU. That was actually the score from the girls' game, and somebody didn't switch it over. So just
Wanted to make sure we were all on the same page. I was looking back through the film and that confused the hell out of me, but I figured it out. We're on the attack now as Amon pins him deep. They're outside back, forcing a shaky pass, goes to Isaac. Isaac's able to hit it, but it zips just past the near post. Great pressure and really good chance looking forward. Cam hit a good ball over the top. Can't see because the camera isn't there. Amon gets it, flicks it behind his back to Henny. Henny hits it out for a corner. We're out down at their end again. Hunter hits in a good corner. Falls to Juan. Juan gets a head on it, but doesn't get quite enough on it. But we're keeping up the good pressure. WashU now down at our end. Plays into their number 10. He chips it forward, but no good as Amix there with hands. We're down at their end again as Joaquin's on the corner this time. He hits in a ball and it goes all the way through somehow. I think it pops off Isaac maybe, but another good ball in there and positive looking forward again. WashU again now as their center back chips the ball in. It's a good ball. It finds their striker, but he kind of just heads it into the ground, and Cam's there. He clears it over the goal. Good defending. They've got it again now. They're dribbling towards us. Makes a good pass. It pops out to me. I'm looking forward. I don't know why that was a highlight again. WashU again, chips it in. We head it out. Falls to there. Attacking mid. He hits it, and man, that was a good shot. It just goes just past the far post. WashU again here as their winger cuts inside. He hits a really good shot. Amix able to make a save, but it pops out to their forward, who just isn't able to finish it off. Pretty frustrated about that one. They're down at our end again as their defensive mid gets it. He taps it through. Forward gets it, hits it, but somehow misses the goal and it goes over. Keeping us in it. Half now as WashU's heading to the other way. They get it on the top of the box, tap it through, but it goes just wide. And apparently it was a corner. So, their corner now. They hit a decent service low into the near post and it slides through, and my goodness. WashU's corner here. They play it in short. He misses the short ball, but it goes on top of the box, falls all the way through, and I'm there at the near post to keep it out. This is a great play again. WashU just kind of wins this 50-50 ball here, and I'm not even sure who this is, but this is an amazing tackle to save it for us. Thank you, Mystery Man, who I can't tell from the video quality, unfortunately. On the corner again, they hit it in. We head it out, but it goes out to their number 10, who has a good strike, but Amit catches it pretty cleanly. Down on our end again. WashU 1-2 to the top of the box. They're going around, find the open man. He turns and hits, but puts it just over. The right wing this time as WashU's coming forward. He goes past Tanner, hits in a great ball into the middle of the field, and Dylan and Schmidt are able to make two great back-to-back tackles to keep us in this game. And we actually went to OT. Clearly we were on the more defensive end of the game, but it was 0-0, and we were planning on staying in it as long as we could. Obviously they were a really good team, and the bend don't break strategy was working out pretty well, but I think the game started at 8 p.m. that night, so it was really starting to get late. We're in overtime now as WashU's coming down the other way, and their winger gets it in here, hits it, tries to hit it across the box. I think it takes a deflection, and Amick makes a great save to keep it from anything coming across the front of the box there. We got the ball going forward now as Schmidt hits one. The keeper misses the punch. It pops up to Aziz, and it goes just wide. Boy, that was a heartbreaker. First overtime period didn't do it, so we're heading the other way now. Keep that in mind that we switch sides again in overtime, but WashU gets it out here. I think it's about 25 yards. He hits it, and my goodness, that was a good shot. Thought that one was going in there for a little bit, but luckily it misses just wide. WashU heading down towards our end again as their outside back gets it. He plays it into the center mid. Center mid's able to turn, plays it to the other center mid. He goes out wide. Ball served in. Amick gets it, but slips out and goes to their striker. And with 5 minutes left in double OT, WashU wins it 1-0. In OT in college, it's goal and goal, so whoever scores first, the game is over. And yeah, I don't really know what to say. This was a really tough one. We're obviously playing some really good competition, but just didn't go our way. We hung on. Obviously, we were more of the defensive team in that game, but we did everything we could. We had our chance, but it's just the way it fell that day. And It was tough, but honestly, it wasn't the worst loss in the world. After the loss to WashU, we didn't have too much time to rest before our next game. We were back on the road to play Trine University, about 6 hours away in Indiana. We didn't know too much about Trine, other than that they played in a great conference, the MIAA, or the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association. It's a really old conference, and they put at least 3 teams into the national tournament year after year. But we were ready, and we were looking forward to our last game before conference play.
That felt really good.
That's all I gotta say.
We're about, I don't know how many hours in. Cam, how are you doing today? Chilling like a
Going on
villain?
the video.
Yeah?
Great. This should be fun.
What's your prediction for this trip?
Come out here with a dub. Go in the conference.
Do you know what the score might be?
I don't think we're letting up a goal, but we'll go 1-0.
1-0.
Maybe 2-0.
Tanner, what'd you get?
What?
I didn't get the Europeans.
Okay, once again, there was a lot of thunderstorms before this game, and due to that, we had to move to a different field. And I guess when we moved to that field, they didn't have like their normal camera setup. So I have looked everywhere, and the film to this game is not available, and which really, really sucks because this is, in my opinion, like one of the best games of the season, like dramatic wise, because it was like foul after foul after foul. I mean, it was getting pretty heated. It was a lot of, we had just never played this team before, and it was getting out of hand. I don't think the ref had a good grasp what was going on. There was a lot of yellow cards. I don't even know what the total foul count is. I need to look it up. But yeah, so the game didn't get recorded. I've looked around everywhere, but what ended up happening was with 2 or 3 minutes left in overtime, Cam hit a ball over the top, and Amon got on it and chipped their keeper. And it was one of the best and craziest moments of our non-conference season. And just to show you how my luck is, of course, it's in a game that isn't recorded, so I couldn't put it on here. But I wanted to at least let everybody know. But I still have the film of everything that happened afterwards, just nothing of on-field stuff, which obviously sucks, but there's not really too much I can do about it.
Hey, this is a team win, bro. We all win out there.
With the win against Trine, our non-conference games were over, and the real part of the season was about to start. Remember, we get to play each team in our conference once. After we play everyone, the 4 teams with the best record go on to the conference tournament. The winner of that goes to the national tournament. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First, we had to go to Eureka, Illinois. I think it's 2 hours away, and we had to play Eureka College. And obviously, we wanted to get out to a good start in our conference play.
It's hard to shake the feeling.
I thought you were supposed to have one.
We're supposed to have one left.
It's close enough. It's Cracker Barrel.
What is your guys' first impressions of a Cracker Barrel?
I really want to go buy that Ghostbuster gummy that they have over there.
What about you, Honor?
I feel like I'm at Houston's grandma's house.
That's rude.
It's like Disneyland, dude.
So sick.
We got Leicester City versus Liverpool.
The massacre is about to start.
No.
Oh, hell yeah, baby. Watch this.
You cheated, bro.
Dude, come back. Sup, dog?
Crack.
Hey, happy Halloween. Boo, did I scare you?
These phonies make my blood run cold. That talk ain't got no meaning. The shallow end is growing old. It's getting hard to fake it. Pretending that
You really couldn't have asked for a nicer day for our first conference game. The weather was amazing, and on top of that, Eureka has a really nice turf field. We were ready to start our conference season off the right way and put everything together from our preseason and non-conference games. And just like that, we get everything kicked off in Eureka, Illinois against Eureka College. Our first real chance of the game, I have it out on the wing. I play Isaac through. He makes a nice turn and then proceeds to get assaulted by the defender, but he taps it out. Tavis chips a ball in. Amon's able to get on it, flicks it out to me. I play Isaac through. Isaac makes a great first-time ball here into dangerous area where Amon was. Defender clears it out. Isaac crosses it again, and it goes to Tanner, who heads it, but the keeper somehow comes away with it. We're going forward again here as Edo plays in Juan. Juan gets tripped up by the keeper, and that's definitely a pen. And, of course, got to have our fearless leader Juan taking the pen. Puts us up 1-0 against Eureka in about the 20th minute. Isaac's in now. He takes a good shot, but deflects off the keeper. Another good chance for us. 23 minutes left in the first half as Amon goes through a couple guys, does the big touch, and dinks it over the keeper for a beautiful finish for our second goal. We're going forward again here. Siriati gets played in over the top. He hits it through, Megs the keeper, but it goes off the post. Unlucky. I thought this was hilarious. The Eureka defense clears it out. Coffee picks it up about a yard or two outside of his box, doesn't realize where he is. He knows he gets caught, tries sliding back into the box like nobody noticed. Referee blows the whistle and he just punts it away. So Eureka gets the free kick, they take it, but no issue in the end as our wall does their job. And that was pretty much it from the first half. There wasn't really a whole lot. It was just a lot of shots our way. But like I said, it was looking good. We knew we were in control. We just had to see everything out. We get started right at the beginning of the second half here as Isaac gets the ball from Edo. He plays it into Juan. Juan picks up his head. Puts in a beautiful curler from outside the box. Gives us the finger guns and the salute. Absolutely legendary. Forward again here as I play Juan through. He takes a hit, and I don't know if that goes off the post or the keeper makes the save, but either way, just a great chance. I get the ball at the top of the box, and I'm able to dink it in for Henny. He's able to just tap it past the keeper. And I wanted to give a quick shout-out to our freshman goalkeeper, Jacob Cleavorn. He got his first game today. Love that man. 13 minutes left now as Jarrett's able to track down the center back, forces him to cough it up. He plays it through to Ben. Benaziz has it now, running at the defender. He lays it off nicely for Jarrett. Jarrett's able to take it up and finish far post, no problem, and puts us up 5-0. Aziz going forward now, and the guy, I think that's our attacking mid, trips him up. Referee doesn't like it. That'll be our second PK. He steps up to the spot, puts it away, no problem. 5 minutes left, Val on the corner. He serves in a nice ball, and Aziz puts it away for his second of the game and our seventh. And that'd pretty much do it. We ended up taking care of things and getting exactly what we wanted done. Luckily, I was able to catch up with a couple guys after the game.
And Justin Schmidt, do you have anything to say
Yeah,
for the documentary?
I just want everybody to remember when Coffee stepped 3 yards out of the box and caught the ball. And then stood there, not even realizing he was out of the box until somebody had to say something.
Also, shout out to Colby's mom who made these amazing cookies. I thought that I should point that out too. We have that tradition where the freshmen have to sing on the bus, but a couple guys didn't get to do it on our first trip, so we made sure they did it on this one.
we're no strangers to love. And so do I.
And it feels so right. Oh, going through the things I like. Going to the club, everything's alright. Oh. No one to answer to, no one to show like you, no
Since I got the hold up, today, I'm living life solo.
I'm riding solo. I'm riding solo.
With the first game of conference done, we had our work cut out for us for the rest of the week. We had Iowa Wesleyan, a team who had made the tournament last year, at home first, and then we were heading away to Kentucky for what our conference called the Game of the Week to play Spalding, who won the regular season title last year and qualified for the tournament last year. We knew these were going to be two huge games in terms of getting out ahead early in our conference, and two good opponents to really give us a test. I saw Iowa Wesleyan as more or less our first big test of our conference season. Like I said before, they finished in a conference tournament spot the season before, and they actually finished runners-up in that conference tournament. And it was a good chance to see how well we were going to match up with some of the stronger teams in our conference. We get things kicked off on a super nice October evening. I remember it was very nice outside, and we were just ready to play. Iowa with the first chance here is their number 11, chips the ball over the top, pretty good ball, but Amick's able to beat their striker. Iowa on it again here as I think their outside back tries hitting one over the top. Dylan's able to send it back out, but only as far as our attacking mid. He hits a pretty decent side volley, but ends up not troubling Amick very much. I've got the ball now as I find Edo at the top of the box. He bounces it out to Tanner, who makes a beautiful one-time service, and it goes to Amon there, and Amon puts it right on frame, but their keeper's there with a good save. Iowa's got it now again as they hit one over the top. Aimed at their striker. He wins the header, plays in their number 4. Schmidt tries to make the challenge, and the ref didn't like it, so he awards Iowa the PK. Their striker's up, and he puts it away on us. So I think that was like the 28th minute in the first half, or 28 minutes left in the first half, and Iowa was up 1-0. Iowa's center back gets it, picks up his head. He ends up finding one of their center mids. Hunter takes it off of him, but it goes to their attacking mid. He finds their striker all the way out. Striker goes end line, hits it back, slides it through, and the attacking mid's able to finish on us. I don't know how that got through, but Iowa goes up 2-0. Iowa's got it now. Their defender hits another one over the top. Schmidt's there to deflect it. Their outside back has it this time. He hits it over the top. Cam's able to head it out, and I will say that, and that's how the way they kind of played. It was just a lot of over-the-top balls, defenders having to make a lot of headed clearances. Their number 11, their winger, cutting inside. He's going to hit one, and I think it flies just past the right post, but Amick doesn't seem too troubled by it. Got it now, 4 minutes left in the first half. He chips the ball in. Finds Colby. Colby's able to put it into a dangerous area, but not able to bounce it back into our runs, and it goes to the keeper. Hunter on the corner now. He hits it. Keeper deflects it out. It goes back to Hunter. He chips it in, and Johnny's able to get his head on it, but not enough to trouble the keeper. We're able to sneak in one more attack. Joaquin's got 30 seconds. He serves in a good ball, and it's out there. Johnny ends up on it, hits it, pops out to Schmidt, who also hits it, but I was able to keep it out. And that'll pretty much do the first half. Obviously, this was really, really, really disappointing. We were kind of shell-shocked when all this happened. We definitely didn't expect to be down 2-0. We had actually beaten Iowa 2-0 the year before. It was a PK and a pretty well-worked goal, so not too much we can do about it. We just got to strap up and get ready for the second half. We get the first chance as the ball is served in. Iowa heads it out. Tanner makes the header back in. I'm not sure who that is who comes in there, but we're just not able to get on it and put that one away. But we're looking good for the first half here. Iowa attacking here as their striker turns around, plays in their attacking mid, and Schmidt has a beautiful tackle there. Iowa coming in now as their striker and Schmidt go up for a header, ends up falling out to their outside back, I believe. He hits it in, and the attacking mid isn't able to finish it. Coffey's there. 18 minutes left as Tanner's on the corner now. It's starting to get down to crunch time. He serves it in. Iowa wins the header. I get on the volley. I hit it. It goes into there. It's a bit of a scramble. Isaac gets it, and eventually Iowa's able to clear it out. Iowa going forward with another over-the-top ball. Their striker gets it. Somehow he's able to wiggle through a couple of our defenders. He hits it, gets a decent strike on it, but goes just over the bar. Hunter on the corner here, 1:48 left in the game. Huge play here. He serves it in. I believe Iowa wins the header. Keeper isn't able to hold on to it, and Siriati smashes it in. Even though there was only like a minute and a half left, Siriotti's goal gave us the hope that we needed. We knew we didn't have much time, but we were going to do everything we could to try and tie this game. And that's the way it ended, 2-1. We came so close, I mean, just crazy close to being able to tie it and take it into overtime. And obviously, this one was really tough. You know, games like WashU, that's one thing, but conference games losing like this, especially to people we know we probably should have had a better game against, is really, really tough. And it obviously puts us in a bit of a difficult position for games kind of looking forward. But we knew we still had plenty of our conference season left, and if we could get good results against the other teams, this really wouldn't be that big of a deal in the long run. How you feel about this trip?
It's pretty cold outside. A little sore.
Joaquin, what happened? What happened?
Someone stole my pillow! Hey, shut up, I'm from the banyo, man. Alright, Tanner. Ass down at this moment. Take your pink beanie looking ass out of here. Hey, it's from the
Louisville, Kentucky. Ben, do you have anything to say of the documentary?
No, I actually don't.
Making the rounds in my $5 dress. I can't go home, no, I'm not homeless. I'm just another savage in the wilderness. And if you can't calm down, you can listen to this. Dad is my former employer. Dad, it's my own Tom Sawyer. Dad, waits for me to destroy her. I never wanna die and I never grow older.
So, after a long bus trip, we were finally at Spalding. And I also wanted to give a shout out to Spalding, not only for their awesome facility, which you guys can see, that was brand new this year actually, and we were one of the first few teams to play on it. It was very, very nice. But also their announcer, which obviously you won't hear him here because my annoying voice is going to be over it, but their announcer and Principia's announcers are both just absolute legends, and they're awesome to listen to. It was a pretty nice day. It was kind of one of those weird ones, though, where it was kind of chilly outside and you didn't know if you needed to wear an undershirt or anything like that. But either way, a beautiful day to play soccer. Hunter kicks it up now as Isaac's able to get on it, and he's able to chip the ball right over the defender, puts Amon in. Amon's one-on-one. He hits it, but goes near post and ends up hitting the side netting. We got it again here as Schmidt has it. He receives a pass from Cam. He hits it over the top, and it ends up sliding through. Edo almost gets on it, and we're looking good here. Cam hits one over the top. Spalding's able to head it out, but Amon ends up on it. He taps it out to me. I hit it, and goes just over the bar. Edo's got it now on the left wing. He's cutting inside. He plays the ball through to Isaac. Isaac's able to spin around, hit it, but goes just wide. We're kind of leading the charge here for the first 10 or 15 minutes. Spalding's got the free kick now as one of their center mid steps up to take it. He hits it, and it's not bad enough to where Coffee has to punch it over. Spalding has it again here as their defensive mid plays it out to their right mid. He chips the ball forward to their striker, but no good as Coffee comes out. Spalding's got it again now. Their left mid cutting inside. He goes closer to the end line, hits it across, but Coffee's there. Doesn't trouble him. We're down in Spalding's end here again as Tanner puts in the throw in. Amon's able to flick it over into a pretty dangerous area. Hunter, bit of a scramble there with Hunter and their defender, but not able to do it. Spalding's center back looking forward now. He chips one to the outside back. Outside back takes a little bit of a wayward touch, but recovers it. He's able to cut inside and play a ball through to their striker. Their striker has it now one-on-one, and he finishes around Coffee into the far corner. We had kind of been working pretty well there for the first couple minutes, but Spalding's able to counterattack there and play a good ball through and score. We're going forward here again as I can't tell who's out on the wing there. I think it might be Sebastian. He serves in a ball, goes to Colby, but we're not able to do anything with it. Spalding again here as one of their center mids plays it through their striker. A beautiful 1-2. He ends up tapping it through, and somehow it falls to their striker again. I don't even know. I might need to watch that again, but kind of a scramble, and it falls to their striker, and their striker's pretty good. He's going to finish that one. So they're up 2-0 with about 10 minutes left. Their striker has it now. He finds one of their center mids, I believe. Takes a touch, hits it, but ends up not being a problem for Coffee. About a minute left as we're going down the right wing here. We manage to serve in a ball. They head it out, but it only goes as far as Joaquin. He hits one, but goes just over the bar. And that was pretty much the first half. It was, I felt like we had a decent amount of the ball, just not able to put it together. And Spalding with a little bit of luck, but they also had a pretty nice play there too. But either way, it's a pretty matched game. We felt like we still were in this one. Second half action now is we're going the other way. We end up getting the ball at the top of the box. Amon's tapping it through. He finds Hunter. Hunter hits it, but defender's there with a block. We're on the corner now, about 5 minutes into the first half. Hunter chips a good ball in. I think that's Henny who gets his head to it, but isn't able to beat the keeper. Good way to start the second half, though. A little bit of tiki-taka here through the middle, and Isaac's able to play on Amon. Amon chests it down, hits it, and I thought that was going in, but really good shot. Keeper actually almost got to it, too. Spalding down on our end now. Their winger ends up getting past Henny, but referee didn't like it. Bit of trickery, and their striker's up for his hat trick now against Coffee. But when it comes to Matt Coffee and PKs, there's only one winner. Cam's got it now. 6 minutes left in the second half. High turn. I'm able to hit it.
I have no talent.
We're really looking for one now. We get the throw in. It pops out to Hunter. Hunter hits it off the half volley, but once again, their defense is there. And that would pretty much wrap it up. The second half, we kind of controlled the ball. We just weren't able to find the net. It's as simple as that. And Spalding's a good enough team where they can, once they have the 2-0 lead, it's really hard to break them down. So just the way it went. And I don't think we were nearly as upset with this loss as we were with Iowa, obviously. But, it still really hurts us. And now we're even in a harder position this conference season. 2 losses isn't the end of the world by any means, but definitely not how we wanted to start. So after the loss to Spalding, we had Westminster College at home. Westminster's from Fulton, Missouri, about 2 hours away, and we beat them 4-0 the year before. So we pretty much consider this one a must-win. You guys will notice, I also wanted to point out, I'm just going to jump straight into the game. I actually really didn't have any videos in between these games, and part of that was because I pretty much just forgot, I'll be honest. But also, obviously, from what you guys have seen, I wasn't really in the mood for recording stuff. I kind of just wanted to get into the next game. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out. So we played Westman. It was actually, you guys will see, we pulled out those absolutely legendary yellow or gold striped jerseys. They're gold and white. I love them. They're long sleeve. And it was a little chilly, actually. And you'll see when, at halftime and everything, we actually got to pull out we had these giant coats we got this year. And it was colder than it looks for sure. It was really starting to get into October. So we got things kicked off at home against Westminster. First real play of the game here. I pass it outside to, I think that's Schmidt. He chips in a ball into a dangerous area. It pops out. It's about the 3 minutes in here. Their center mid just clears it all the way up the field and somehow plays in their forward. I don't know how. Their forward cuts it back, does a pretty good move, and puts it in. And we're 3 minutes in, we're down 1-0, and that one really, really hit hard. Anyway, we're back in it here. I play Colby through on the wing there. He tries playing in Jarrett, not enough. We're on the corner now. Tanner's taking it. About 10 minutes in, he chips in the ball. It goes all the way out to Schmidt, I believe. He hits it, but goes just wide. 15 minutes in now, Colby plays it back to me. I beat one guy. I'm able to dribble inside and force a good save out of the keeper. Westman's got it again, their left winger again here. Dribbles through, cutting through. He hits it, and it bobbles through. Schmidt gets a foot on it and actually almost makes it a better shot than what it was going to be, but Amic's able to collect it. Tanner's got the free kick now. About 13 minutes left in the first half. Isaac gets it, pops it back into the middle, and I believe that's Ben's able to get a good shot on goal, but keeper's there. Edo's got it now. He lays it back to Amon. Amon's able to cut inside. He hits one and forces a really good save out of the keeper. Hunter again here, 10 minutes. We're putting on pressure. I think that's Edo. He gets it. He serves it back in. It falls to Isaac. Isaac hits it, but just over. Tanner on the throw-in now with about 3 minutes left in the first half. Amon's able to turn his defender, play it inside to Aziz. Aziz hits it, but good block from the defender. It goes out to Juan. Juan's able to left foot it, whip it in there, but once again the keeper's there. Westman's got it now on the other side. As their striker gets on it, he's able to hit one, and a really good shot, but goes just over to the right. And that was it for the first half. We had our chances, and Westman, got that one over the top. Good finish. You can't really complain about it. It's just one of those things. But yeah, this one was tough. We just needed to put one in the net, I'll be honest. Free kick right on the edge of the box. Their striker's going to take it. He hits it, but goes over. Westman going forward again here. Their center mid gets it. He plays it through. It goes off Cam. Goes to their striker, and he is fouled. Westman on another close-in free kick here. So they hit it again, but no dice again, as I believe that goes off Edo's back. Westman going forward here. Henny's on him. Their striker has it again. He dinks it in, but Amic's there, no problem. We've got it now, as Hunter's got it in our defensive end. He plays it out to Tanner. Tanner's looking forward here. He hits one. Header goes straight back down to our end. They hit another long ball here over the top to their striker. He's in again. He cuts back, cuts again, and outside the foots it to the top left. Puts them up 2-0. Westman's got it again. So he goes around our outside back, cuts in, hits it, but great defense from Schmidt. About 16 minutes left in the game here as it pops up into a dangerous spot. Tanner flicks it, but not enough, and they end up hitting it off the post and out. About 11 minutes left now. Hunter chips in a ball over the top, and Amon's able to get on it. He touches it over the keeper, but overhits it just a little bit, and it goes over the net. We're down to the final 5 minutes here as Hunter takes the corner short. Isaac lays it back to Tanner, who takes one touch and hits it left-footed. And it goes over the keeper and gives us a little bit of hope here in the dying minutes of the second half.
You got to pick up every stitch. You got to pick up every stitch. Oh no, must be the season of the wet, yeah. Must be the season of the wet, yeah. Must be the season of the wet.
With the loss to Westminster, we fell in 1-3 for the conference season. And in order to make our conference tournament, we were pretty much going to have to win out. That means we're going to have to win the rest of our conference games, all 5. And yeah, it was going to be difficult, but not impossible. So next up we had Fontbonne, our rivals, in a mid-October conference game. They call it the Battle of Big Bend, which Big Ben's the road that connects both of our schools. But we all knew this was bigger than a conference rivalry game. This was a must-win if we had any chance of making the tournament, as was going to be every single game after this. So we were more than ready. About 5 minutes in, and Schmidt hits in a long free kick from about the halfway line. Fontbonne messes up the header, and it goes out to Benaziz, but he hits it, shanks it a little bit wide, but we're looking good. Tanner's on the corner now, just about 10 minutes into the first half. He serves in a ball. Good service. Keeper misses it. Schmidt's able to hit it back across the net, and somehow it doesn't end up going in. We're going forward now again here. Benaziz plays in Juan with a great through ball. Juan tries playing it across the front of the box, and the defender makes a great save there, denying Edo from an easy chance. Right back at it here again as one of Fontbonne's defenders lays it out to me. I play it to Edo. I believe he was in an offside position, but the flag stays down. Edo shoots it. Goalkeeper makes a great save. We're going forward now again. 15 minutes left. I end up getting the ball off a bit of a scramble and play it to Joaquin, but no dice. Schmidt clears out an over-the-top ball. It goes to Joaquin. He chests it down pretty nicely. Plays in a ball to Siriati. Really nice. Siriati hits it, but just off the post. Close. Once again, we're looking really good. They're on the corner now. They hit in the corner, near post, but once again, no trouble. 30 seconds left now, the dying seconds of the second half. They chip in a ball and force a decent save from Coffey, but he's there with good hands. And that would pretty much do the first half. A lot of opportunities our way, but it was looking good. We had a lot of momentum, and we were feeling good, and all we needed to do in the second half was put the ball in the net. Second half now, as we lob one in over the top. Defender makes a questionable clearance there. It ends up playing in Amon. Amon gets one-on-one, tries dinking it over the keeper, but keeper's there with another good save. Fontbonne's coming forward now. Their center mid finds their striker, I believe. He turns and hits one, and that's a pretty good shot. It goes just wide. I don't even think Coffey hit it. Schmidt's got a free kick now. He chips in a ball, and it goes all the way through to Amon. Amon hits it across the face of the goal, and I think their defender makes a great clearance there. Once again, another pretty good chance. Fontbonne's defense being pretty stingy. Hunter gets it through now. He finds Amon. Amon chips one over the top. To me, I'm making a good run, and I get hit pretty good there from the keeper. And referee calls the penalty, and I'm one hyped-up goofball. Hunter puts the PK away, and we're up 1-0, just what we needed. Ball's played into Siriati here. He beats the defender out with a little bit of pace. He tries hitting it across the face of the goal, but keeper swallows it up and gets a little bit frustrated in the process. We're going forward now again. Siriati plays in Jarrett. Jarrett's able to beat the defender and try and put it far post, but keeper makes another great save. Keeper had one heck of a game. Schmidt serves it in. We're back at it again here. About 10 minutes left in the second half. Our right wing chips it in. That's a great header from Edo, but goes just wide. Isaac's running through now on the right wing. He ends up getting around the guy. Tries laying it back, but defender makes a great deflection. It goes all the way out to Logan, who's able to hit it, but keeper makes a save. Okay, so I had to pause it here just for a second to give a little bit of context. So, these rivalry games, as anybody knows in soccer, sometimes they can get a little bit chippy. And we got a bit of an incident here that I wanted to kind of slow down and go over, because I actually had to watch this like 4 or 5 times to actually understand everything that happens, and you'll see why here. So it's a 50-50 ball between Logan and their right wing here, and yeah, not great at all. And the boys come over. We had to separate everybody a little bit. Got a little bit chippy. Of course, you see Captain Schmidt coming in there, making sure the boys are all right. Legendary stuff. So the referee's got to have a talk here. And once again, there's a little bit of chirping going on here between Isaac and number 29. Keep that in mind here for a little bit. So the referee, he decides to hand out a little bit of mustard, gives one to Logan. They shake hands, all good. Gives one to the other Fontbonne guy. But, ladies and gentlemen, something else has just happened off camera. So number 29 here, I had to watch this again. He spits a little loogie there, I believe, into Isaac. That is what I am led to believe. Of course, Isaac doesn't notice because he's an absolute legend. I've slowed it down here. I tried to watch to see said loogie being spit, but couldn't really see it. But apparently our trainer, our coach, and the assistant ref all saw it. You can see them all pointing there. Assistant ref's going to go ahead and have a talk with the main guy here about what happened, and number 29 is also going to receive a little bit of mustard for that offense. But it's not over yet. Fontbonne appealing here. The assistant ref and the head ref have another conversation, and they decide to give Hunter a yellow card for coming onto the field. With all that said, that's basically what happened. The play stopped for like 5 minutes. It was a big scramble. Anyway, Fontbonne's got the ball now. About 5 minutes left in the second half. They try an overhead kick. Ends up going out to their left wing, and ends up being no trouble at all for Coffee. 2 minutes left now as I play a ball all the way over to Isaac. Isaac gets it, and he's going to end up hitting it, but no problem in the end. But we ended up winning 2-0. Huge game. Always good to beat your rival, but more importantly, we had snapped the losing streak, and we're one game closer to making a spot in the tournament. So after our game against Fontbonne, we were back on the right track. Like I said before, every single game from here in on out was going to have to be a win. We had 4 conference games left. So we played Fontbonne on a Saturday, and then the week after we had Blackburn on Wednesday. We had done well against Blackburn in our past seasons, so we were looking forward to keeping the momentum going. This is actually the last one of the season, but at Blackburn, I think the game was recorded, but could not find it anywhere. Looked around for it a lot. We ended up doing pretty well. We scored 10 goals. We just played really, really well. And like I said, I tried looking everywhere. Here's a list of the goal scorers. It would have been a good game to have recorded because there would have been a lot of action. But anyway, it was a good team. And Blackburn, by the way, they're just literally like the nicest team ever. Their coaches are all great, and the guys on their team are nice. They always win like our conference sportsmanship award. We didn't expect to go, win by this much, but it was good to get this game under our belts and get momentum looking forward.
We roll forward. We play McMurray on Saturday, and we're going to keep this thing going, boys.
So after Blackburn, we had McMurray up next on a really packed Saturday. You can see here, I remember screenshotting this because there's a lot of important games that were going to determine how this season panned out. Principian, Spalding, in Iowa, Greenville, all good games. And anyway, it was a packed Saturday. It was senior night for us. We had McMurray at home. It was going to be a big day. And I remember waking up thinking that it was kind of crappy outside. It was raining a bunch. Not enough to where the game would get canceled or anything, but it's just going to be one of those days. It's senior night. Old man Garcia's finally.
He's on the phone with
his agent. He's on the phone with his agent right now.
I feel old, that's what I feel like.
We all knew that.
You want to see my goal celebration? Goal number 1.
Damn, goal number 1.
And goal number 2 is a slide.
Feeling 22.
Documentary for your senior night.
Is it actually?
No. Got it. So we had McMurray at home, and we'd actually beaten McMurray 2-0 the year before, but we knew we couldn't be slouches in any of our games. We were going to have to turn it on for every single game. Just the way the season had been, we couldn't let off the gas, and like I said before, we had to win every single game. So we get things kicked off on a bit of a crappy afternoon in late October, but sometimes that happens. First play of the game here, about 10 minutes in, and Amon goes up for a bit of a scramble, ends up falling out to Logan, and then Juan taps it over to me. I hit it with my purse, get no power on it whatsoever, and easy save for the goalkeeper. We're looking at it again here. Huge tackle by Dylan, I think. It plays it out to Juan. Juan's able to tap Jarrett through. Jarrett gets it, hits it, but not enough on it. But we're looking good here for the first 15 so minutes. Here we go. Amon fighting for the ball here. He goes in. I thought it was a pretty good slide tackle. Referee thought different, and he's going to hand it some mustard because he thought Amon went studs up. Might need to replay that back because I'm not so sure. Anyway, I got the ball going forward here. I play Hunter through. Hunter's able to slip it past the defender, but Edo, unfortunately, in an offside position. Dylan's looking forward now. He plays it over to Tavis. Tavis has got it. Plays a good ball through to Edo. Edo hits it. Chips the keeper off the post, and it's in. We're up 1-0. Unbelievable. Great senior day goal. It again here, as I believe that's Hunter laying it off to Isaac. Isaac finds Henny. Henny chips it in, goes to Edo. Edo hits it, but just over the bar. Close to a second there. Goes back out to Tanner here. Tanner picks up his head, chips in a ball, and that ends up being a great ball. Edo's able to dink it around the keeper, hit it, and hits it off the volley and scores his second of the day. A huge goal on senior night. Huge game again, a must win, and it's just awesome stuff. We get it again here as Logan, I believe, plays in Siriati. Siriati hits it, but keeper gets it, fumbles it a little bit, but picks it up again. And once again, we're looking great. Towards the end of the first half here, as Colby collects it again, he's looking forward here. Cheeky outside of the football to Isaac. Isaac hits it. Keeper gets just enough on it to deflect it into the middle where the defender can get it. And that would pretty much do the first half. I mean, great first half in terms of everything. Great senior day. Edo scoring 2 already, and we're in control here, and we just got to see this one out. Mac Murray's going forward now. Their left winger has it, and he's going to hit it back into their attacking mid, I believe. Their attacking mid hits it pretty good, but ends up being no problem at all. I believe that's Dylan has it here. Dylan plays it through to me. I'm able to settle it, go around, play Ben Aziz in. Ben, look at the pure speed on that, man. Legendary stuff. Tucks it around the keeper, puts us up 3-0. That's Hunter there. He plays in me. I got the ball now. I'm able to tap Edo forward. Dangerous spot, but needed to be a little bit more accurate on the pass. Ball going through here as Jarrett has it now. He's going in. He hits it, and that's going in. My goodness. What a save from the defender. Knocking on the door here as Tavis serves in a ball. It pops out to Joaquin. He's going to hit it. Great strike on the left foot, but zips just wide of the post. We're going forward now again. Colby got Akers in front of him. Lays a beautiful ball back to Logan. Logan tries dinking it around the keeper, but unfortunate there. McMurray chipping it in here as I believe that's Tavis makes the play. I'm going for the ball there. Referee calls the foul. Getting a bit frustrated there as I thought I was going for the ball, but anyway, McMurray's got a good chance here at the top of the box. They're going to hit it and goes over. Good effort, but ends up being no trouble in the end. We're going forward here again as Jarrett's got it on the right wing. He lays in a ball, goes out. Keeper makes a great save, and we had a bunch of people running onto it there, but not enough on it. He lays it back to Tavis. Tavis slips it through to Colby. I'm going forward here. Defender trips me up. They end up getting it. Pops out to Colby. Colby chips it right in between them, puts me in here, go on the right foot, and I hit it across goal into the back of the net. And that puts us up 4-0 with about 30 seconds left in the game. And that would pretty much do it. I know it says 2-0, but final score was 4-0 us. Like I said, more momentum building up here. We knew we had to win every single game, and that's what we were going to try and do. Last thing I wanted to say is I wanted to say thank you to all the seniors. And I know we kind of went over all this already during our season, but really these guys are all awesome, and I'm so happy I was able to play with them for, even if it was 2 years. I couldn't ask for better teammates, and I really appreciate everything they did. Guys were awesome.
That's my favorite word.
Cam, how do you feel about practice today? So with Fontbonne, Blackburn, and McMurray out of the way, we only had 2 more games to worry about in the regular season. 2 must-win games. Principia and Greenville. But Principia up first on Tuesday, Greenville on Saturday. Last week of the season, pretty much all we had left. As of right now, there was no promise tomorrow or anything like that. We had to win these next 2 games. And first up, we had Principia. Principia was always a good game. They're a really good team. We barely beat them 5-4 last year in probably the craziest game I'll ever be a part of. The other thing I wanted to point out was there's not a whole lot of video in between the games at this point, and that's mainly, we were all kind of focusing, and I really didn't have time to film every little thing. We knew there was no promise tomorrow. This was our last week if we didn't win these 2 games. For Principia, we went down there on a Tuesday, and I'll just say, you'll be able to see it from the video, this was the coldest game I think I've ever played at. It was just unbelievable amount of rain. It just poured the entire game, and it was just above freezing. I remember it was so cold, guys on both teams couldn't talk because their mouths were so frozen, and it was just I couldn't feel my toes. It was very, very, very cold. The other thing I want to say is I usually don't do this, but I know I mentioned before in the Spalding game, that announcer was great. These guys from Principia are amazing. They're literally hilarious, and they both obviously know a lot about soccer. I decided to let you guys listen to the original commentary because they commentate it 10 times better than anything I would ever be able to do. And they follow it pretty closely, and you'll be able to follow along. I'll still commentate over the half point and at the end, but I wanted to point that out. And again, shout out to these guys. I know their names are mentioned in here, but they do a really good job, and I appreciate it.
People getting ready.
Did you introduce yourself, Robert?
My name is Robert Sterlinger.
Oh, good man. Sorry, I just got back.
Yeah, Junior Kitching Man finally arrived. Oh, and the first foul just there. Not a bad thing, but
threw that man out of bounds. This is going to be a good game tonight. It's 2nd v 6th in the standings. So both teams are playing for playoff spots. Well, Preen are already in. Our boys are in the playoffs, just fighting for the #1 seed. And Webster need to win this to make it in. Oh, and an early chance. Well cleared.
A good ball sending the right winger number 8, who's gonna cross it in.
Oh, it goes past one defender.
Number 11.
12 minutes now. Score still 0-0. Decent crowd come out tonight,
especially for those conditions.
Decent headed chance by Keller. This left-hand side, we've got spectators in the way of the film. Good interception. 3rd minute.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it was even overtime. I can't remember. So wait, as this free kick is taken early. Decent save on Mervyn.
Oh, what a touch.
Lovely by the Shermanator.
Oh!
Sends in Caden Keller. And looks like that was a shot with the left foot.
At table, and they're 6th. That's a pretty good development.
Oh, here's a chance. Webster coming in, good save. It's spilled and it's a goal.
Oh no!
Webster just scored. Mervyn.
Oh.
He's gonna try and take on Grow, and some decent defending, but Garcia still has it, and now Mervyn with a cross. That was a.
Actually, still got that.
Somehow Mervyn has kept that in on the far side. He's taken it out of the box, and it's a penalty.
Oh my gosh!
Caleb can step up to this one. Against Nick Klusmeyer. Hey! Save! Huge!
Oh my
damn. Weaving in and out is the Shermanator. Still has it. Now Caleb's going to cut it back on his left. And another shot deflected. Love again. Running forward. Finds Heinbau.
Oh.
And looking back for one of the Kellers. It'll be Caden to pick it up. Finds his brother. He puts it into the middle, and a volley by Heinbau.
Woo!
Now Caleb again, trying to dance past a couple of them. And now big cross coming into the back post. headed by Caden, and it's pretty easily dealt with.
Yeah.
And that'll be final action of the first half. Scores going into the break. Webster 1, home team Principia 0. We will rejoin the action. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Through E.G. Pierce. And the reverse diagonal. Interesting touch. And a chance for a shot. Straight at the keeper by Seth Aaron. Good connection. Good power on that one. But it was rifled right into the midriff of Matt Amish, number 1 for Webster. And speaking of, they're coming the other way, and here's a big chance for Mervyn, and he puts it in. Goodness me! Middle is doing, waving his arms around. Some funny hand movements as Morven cuts into the box. Another shot. Oh, just wide by number 4. Played well in the first half, and he kicks it to the top of the 18, and going through. A couple of players getting a shot away. Score of 2 goals, Mr. Mervyn. He's going to have to chase back now. Here's Caleb Keller coming forward. Cam Sellers. Not sure if that was a shot, but it falls to the Sherman. Oh! Goal! And goodness me, the ref has seen a foul there. Be a yellow card. Great chance on the counter attack. And foul on Grow, who looks infield. Finds Sellers to Keller.
That's not offside.
Now Keller twisting and turning. Edge of the box. And I think that was an attempted shot by Sellers. Goal lock captain. Didn't get it far enough away, and it'll be Caleb Keller to swing in another one. Back post! It's spilling around! Oh, goodness me. Decent looking ball by Caleb Keller. He's looking for the run of Heinbow. Goodness me. A tough one there. But tough as they come. Opponent for no real reason. Wasn't close to it. A long ball sent in. Looking for the tall boys. And a shot coming in by Caleb Keller's deflected with a win tonight. So they're just trying to hold on. Now it's Caden Keller looking for a great ball. The Shermanator running into the box. Maybe saving one sub for the last few minutes. Ball in by Caleb Keller. It's punched by the keeper. And they had it just seconds left. Ball has got to go forward.
7.
Oh, and that is just cynical. Number 8, Mehmetovic. Goodness me! Could it be? 7.
That's like as long as the ball is in the air.
So now it's time for the ball to be kicked. And time for it to be put in. It's a decent ball by Hussey. Oh! That'll be all she wrote. Victory to the Gorlocks. What a thrilling game here in Antarctica.
So with that, we scraped by Principia with a 2-1 win. And as you guys can see, it got pretty hectic. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that commentary. It probably was a little bit harder to follow along with without me talking over it, but my annoying voice isn't as good, I think, as those guys commentating. So yeah, we ended up, like I said, Principia is always a great team, and it was huge. It was a gigantic win for us. Like I said, we needed to win all 5, and we had gotten the first 4. So we played Principia on Tuesday, and I think Halloween was that Thursday. And it was a really weird Halloween. I remember it was snowing, but I actually have some video from that.
17:30, I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Sent your pretty ass soon as you came in the door. I just wanna chill, got a sack for us to roll. Married to the money, introduced her to my stove. Showed her how to whip it, now she remixing for low. She my track queen, let her hit the bando. We be counting up, watch how far them bands go. We just set a goal, talking matching Lambos. At 56 a gram, 500 grams though. Man, I swear I love her how she worked the damn pole. Hit the strip club, we be letting bands go. Everybody hating, we just call them fans though. In love with the money, I ain't never letting go. And I get high with my baby, baby. I just left the mall, I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah. And I get ride with my baby, baby. I be in the kitchen cooking pies with my baby, yeah. And I get ride with my baby, baby. I just left the mall, I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah. And I get ride with my baby, baby. I be in the kitchen cooking pies. I said hello with my track queen, 'cause all we know is biz.
With Principia dealt with, there was one last hurdle we had to get past to make the conference tournament. It was almost poetic. We were going to play Greenville as our last regular season game at home, almost exactly a year to the day, where they beat us in PKs the year before. And the circumstances were almost identical too. I wasn't able to find the standings chart from this week in particular, but through this beautiful recreation, you can see what everybody was like sitting at for the last Saturday of games. And the gist of this is that basically we had to win to get into the tournament. With a tie, we would leave it up to some of the other results, and we didn't want to do that, obviously. And the fact of the matter was, whoever won this game between us and Greenville was going to get a spot, and whoever didn't probably wasn't. This was our regular season finale. All the work over the past months had been leading to this. Every single practice, every single day. All of the ups and all of the downs. But through all of that, through everything we've been through this season, we still put ourselves in a position where we could do what we set out to do.
Come on, who's the black sheep? What's the black sheep? Know not who I am or when I'm coming, so you sleep. Wasn't in my realm or wasn't in your sphere. Knew not who I was, but listen here. Dress, D-R-E-S, yes, I guess I can start. If it's alright with you, I'll rip this head joint apart. Back middle to the front, don't front. Want a good time, wanna give you what you want. Can I hear a hey? Can I get it, yo? You got a hat, just for the house. The styling is creative, black sheep of the native. Can be violated or even decepticated. I got brothers in the jungle, cousins on the quest. Debit-ordered uncles and P-Porridge may they rest. Guess, which way, what, when, how? Mr. Long Dress, black sheep slam now. Know you heard the others, only to the lovers. Then of course, the choice is yours. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you get with this, 'cause this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that.
There really isn't any explanation necessary. It was just going to be win or go home in a huge game against Greenville. You know, it was a chance at redemption for the year past, and it was a chance for us to do what seemed like almost wasn't even possible near the beginning of the season whenever we were down so much. But here we are, November 2nd, and we had a chance to play Greenville in our last game of the season. We start earlier as Juan crosses in a ball. I'm actually able to stop it, and I cut it back to absolutely no one there. Very well done by me. But it ends up coming all the way out to Cam, and Cam smacks one from about 30 out, puts a great shot on target. About 10 minutes in now as Tanner slips in Amon. Amon does a great dummy. He skates past one defender, but unfortunately the ball gets caught up underneath him, and could have been a great chance on goal. Greenville down at our end now is kind of a weird one here. Their defensive mid hits one, and it goes off the crossbar out to their striker, and Coffee makes one hell of a save. Huge save there. Like I said, just one of a really weird play. Greenville's got it again now as their left winger chips it up to their striker. He heads it, but this one goes just wide of the post. We've got it now as it pops up to Hunter, and he hits a beautiful half volley all the way up to Amon. Puts Amon in here versus two defenders, and Amon comes up with it, hits one, gets a good leg on it, but goes just wide. Greenville's got it now off the goal kick. They chip one forward to their right wing. He heads it forward, plays a big looping ball into the box, and somehow their striker gets on it, taps it over all of our defenders and our goalkeeper, and Greenville's up with about 10 minutes left in the first half. About a minute later now as Joaquin beautifully intercepts it there and tries to put in Colby. It was a great idea and a great ball there, but the keeper comes out and saves it. We're going forward here again as Colby tries to tap through Siriati. He gets it back. He's able to lay it back to me. I get around one of the guys, and I'm able to hit it back in there, deflects out to Siriati. It's a bit of a scramble, but Greenville comes up with it. And that was pretty much the first half. It was kind of uneventful. There really wasn't like a whole lot. We knew we had 45 minutes left, and we were going to have to do something, or it was going to be over. So we got things kicked off in the second half. Greenville's coming at us here about 3 minutes. They're able to hit one, but Coffee swallows it up, no problem. Greenville again here, as their left winger's able to chip it into the box. Kind of a dangerous ball here. Tanner's on him. Unbelievable, great tackle from him, and that's just a great defensive play. We're going forward now as Juan finds Henny. Henny's able to chip one in to Amon. Amon wins the header, but unfortunately the center back was there to cover the goal. Got about 16 minutes left in the second half. It's going quick, and Hunter hits in the corner. Isaac wins the header, but isn't able to put it in. 13 minutes left now. Tanner's on the free kick. He serves in a ball. Greenville's able to win it, but it comes out to Cam. And Joaquin fights it back, gets it back for Cam. Cam wins it again, keeps getting through, and Ben Aziz ends up with it and hits it just wide. We're down to about 10 minutes now as Tanner makes a great ball through. Goes all the way through to Isaac. Looks like he's in here. Defender makes a play, gets him. A bit questionable, but the referee doesn't want to give it to us. So with our loss, Westminster, Principia, Spalding, and Greenville all got spots into the conference tournament. And here's a copy of the bracket. This is how it played out for anyone who's interested. The other thing I wanted to mention, I have some video here. Every year after the tournament championship game, the conference hands out like all the all-conference awards and like Player of the Year awards and stuff like that. So for a couple guys on our team who got it, we were able to go down and actually watch the final game and get our awards and everything. So I actually have some video from that too.
Over that we had last year.
Oh, the overhangs?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
had to get rid of those. USL's like they made them get these big old. I forget what they are. USL made them get something else.
Oh, okay.
This video?
Yeah.
Hey guys, my name's Josh.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Called it.
I love it.
Mad. 3 is mad. 3 got no chance. 3.
At the beginning of this video, I stated that there was a winner and a loser in every game. And that's true, there is. But what I didn't mention is that life goes on after the game. And there's a beauty in that. These sports, they play a huge part in our lives, but we all know they won't be there forever. So it makes what little time we have to play that much more special. And you know, it doesn't matter what team you play for, what division you play at. It doesn't matter if you have 50,000 people in the stands watching, or just 5. The time we spend on that field is special, and the teammates we spend it with are too. So enjoy it for as long as you can. Because before you know it, it's gone. So as the weather got colder and final exams got finished, the fall semester was pretty much done. All that was left was to pack up my stuff for winter break and make the drive back to Waterloo for the last time.